everybody. I hope that you're all doing well. Welcome to today's video. Today I am doing a video that I've been meaning to do for a long time, actually a couple weeks now, and I am just getting around to it, and that is the ASMR tag. I realized that I was tagged by 𝓢𝓸𝓬𝓲𝓪 ASMR a long time ago, and it took me a really long time to realize it, because YouTube is doing a different thing now with mentions and how you can like tag someone in the description and whatever. So I didn't see it for a while, but it was very sweet of her to tag me. I think I have done this tag before, but it's been years since then, and so I figured, one, some of you may be newer to my channel and didn't watch the first one, and two, maybe some of my answers have changed. So it's the weekend, and I was thinking about doing this video with a glass of wine, but I chose not to. Maybe next time. Instead, as you can probably tell, I thought I would do a gum chewing video. I haven't done one in a long time. Don't worry, I am not obnoxious with it. Literally how I'm speaking right now is how I'm gonna speak for the rest of the video. I don't do the, I don't want to say obnoxious, even though I know I said it already. I don't do the overly exaggerated gum chewing, the mouth sounds all up in your ears. I'm not gonna do that. Just like this, but I figured I haven't done a gum chewing video in a while, and I think I got a couple of requests like recently to do one, so I figured why not. Alright, so I have the questions just screenshotted on her video, so we're gonna go through them, and I'm going to tag any ASMR artist that is watching this video to answer these questions as well. And feel free, if some of you, if these questions apply to you, then also leave me your answers in the comments. So let's just get started, shall we? So the first one was, when was the first time you experienced ASMR? The first time I was a kid, like young, like maybe 3 or 4, and I used to stay over at my aunt's house a lot. And I would either sleep over or she would put me to sleep there, and then my parents would come pick me up. My mom would pick me up after work or whatever. But I also remember that I just loved sleeping there, and so I would sleep over, and she would tell me this bedtime story that she completely made up. She would take inspiration from Disney movies and all these movies that we would watch together, and she would create her own story, and she would tell it to me at night, and she would whisper it in my ear, like I'm talking like super up close whispering, and she would just whisper it in my ear. Why? I don't know. I don't know where she got that from. I don't know if that's a thing that people do every time they tell a kid a story. I don't know, but that's how I grew up, with her telling me stories. And then I remember even asking my mom sometimes to be like, can you tell me a story the way Zia does? And I would get that like brain, like tingly feeling on my scalp, and I would fall asleep instantly. She talks about it to this day. I would just fall asleep so fast. So that was the first time I experienced it. And then I also experienced it in school as well. Specifically, I remember in 3rd grade, there was a kid that sat next to me. I'm not going to say his name, but I know his name, I know his face. We went to school from like 1st grade to graduating high school together. Like, I always knew who he was. And he sat to my left, and he would like mumble to himself during reading time. And I remember sometimes when he would start to read in his head, I'd be like, no, like, so-and-so teacher wants you to like read out loud and like practice, just because I wanted him to read out loud. So, when was the first time you watched ASMR on YouTube? I think I was around 10 or 11, and I knew that I liked whispering already from my aunt, and then in movies. It's kind of weird, but if you watch ASMR videos, you probably also can relate then. in movie scenes when a character would whisper, I would love it. And I would even sometimes like rewind and watch that scene over again. And so one day I went on YouTube and I just typed whispering, and it brought me to like Big Brother behind the scenes videos of the cast like whispering to each other and like scheming and whatever, and I was like obsessed. And then one day I somehow, probably with like related videos, I came across Maria Gentle Whispering. This again, I was 11 or 12, so this was, jeez, I don't even know, 2007, 2008. And back then, ASMR did not have a name. The community was only called the Whisper community. So I need to go through these questions faster because I only answered 2 so far. What is your favorite unintentional ASMR video? I don't watch those, and to be honest, I don't really get it. I don't know if that makes me dumb. I don't get it. It's like, I get it. It's like somebody doing something not designed, like not specifically ASMR, just like an everyday thing that could be relaxing. I don't know. I'm not really familiar with that, so can't really answer that one. Name the last 5 ASMR artists that you watched. Let's go to my history, shall we? So if I go to my history, Freya, ASMR X Babe, Spiritual ASMR, VNA ASMR, and ASMR October. I don't know if that was 5 or 6, but those would be them. What is your favorite ASMR trigger to listen to? Literally just whispering, rambling, nothing crazy. What is your least favorite trigger to listen to? And do it. I have a lot, and that sounds bad. I just like whispering, that's what it is. So I don't like repetitive words. I don't like mouth sounds, like intentional mouth sounds. And that's no disrespect to any artist that does it. I know everybody has their thing in ASMR, but me personally, watching a video, like in the middle of a sentence, to like repeat a certain word 5 or 6 times, for me, because that's not the natural way of speaking, it just does the opposite for me. So yeah, I don't want to do it because I feel like I'm gonna like be like acting as an ASMR artist, and I don't want to come across as like bashing anybody. Everybody has their own style, everybody has their own preferences when watching, but it's just not my thing. I just like straight up conversational whispering, like literally what my videos are. Do you use ASMR to relax or fall asleep? Both, but I never fall asleep like with my phone on. I'll just watch it to the point where I start to get sleepy, and then I turn my phone off and I go to bed. So what is your bedtime routine? Well, since I get home from work around 11:15 every night, so at that time all I want to do is I get home, pajamas immediately, I wash my dishes, like my Tupperwares and everything that I brought to work, then I take my makeup off, wash my face, brush my teeth, and I usually FaceTime my boyfriend for like half an hour or so to just like check in after a long day. He usually goes to bed earlier than me, and then I watch like an hour of Netflix or something, and then I get into bed. It's usually what I do. What is your favorite trigger to do? And do it. I'm doing it right now. I'm just whispering and talking to you. What is your least favorite trigger to do? And do this too. I'm not doing mouth sounds. I'm just not doing it. Maybe like tapping, although it's not my least favorite, but I don't know. It's just not my thing, guys. I don't know. I know I've made tapping videos in the past and I didn't enjoy making them. That's why I don't do them anymore. It's just a little boring for me. I don't know. How long does it take you to make a video? It depends on the video, and it also depends on where I film it. So if I make a video on my phone, I don't edit it and I just upload it straight from my phone. Whereas this video, let's say it'll take me half an hour to film it, another half hour or so to edit it, and then it'll export and then it'll upload. So it depends on the length of the video and how much editing I have to do. A video like this, maybe an hour, maybe a little bit less. Have you ever gotten tingles from your own videos? No, but there have been a video or two, like my last little Pinterest video I made that no one really watched. While I was editing it, it didn't like give me like tingles or anything. I very, very rarely feel that feeling now. But it did like relax me. It could also have been because it was like 1:30 in the morning when I edited it, but usually no. Do you watch your own videos? No, well, but sometimes, like, I have gone back the other day. I went back and watched my videos from like 2019 just because I like to see how much I've changed personality wise and appearance wise. But I don't know if that counts as like I'm not watching the video for the context of the video. I'm just watching because I want to like study me and how much I've changed, and it brings you back to like what you were going through at that point in your life and what you were up to and whatever. So what software do you use to edit? I use Pinnacle Studio 26. It's not the best, but it's okay. It's $60 and it's a one-time thing, whereas like a one-time fee, I mean, whereas like Premiere is like a subscription, so you pay it like once a year or whatever, and I didn't want to do that, especially because my videos aren't like, there's no complex editing that needs to take place. I'm not making green screen videos or anything, so I don't need anything crazy. So that's what I use. What time of the day do you film? It depends. I never ever film at 4 p.m. But I'm off today, so figured why not, let's, you know, be productive. The past 2 months I've been filming when I get home from work because construction has been going on outside. They just finished yesterday, so I can finally film during the day now again. But normally in an ideal world I would film before work, which would be around like noon or 11. But lately it's been kind of whenever I can. What is your favorite video that you've made? That's a hard one. Probably maybe the first time my boyfriend was on my channel. I really liked the one I tried to do like a Vogue. Is it Vogue? Vanity Fair? I don't remember, but the thing that Billie Eilish does, where same interview 4 years later, same interview 5 years later, and I took my Q&A video that I made when I was 20 and I redid it and I answered all the same questions just to see how I had changed. That video did not do well at all. But I was really proud of it. I was proud of the concept. I was proud of the editing. Wasn't that good, but I tried my best. But I was really proud of it. It didn't do well, but I was really proud of it. So have one of your videos had an unexpected negative fan reaction? Not really. Like an overwhelming negative reaction? No, I can't think of one. Maybe you guys can, but I don't think so. Oh, what video of yours do you think didn't get the love it deserved? The one I just mentioned. What is something the audience doesn't know about the behind the scenes of your channel? Well, maybe you didn't know the reason why I had been filming at night for the past 2 months. And that was hard for me because, again, I work nights, so I get home late and I try not to sleep in too much in the morning because I like to get things done. So that was a little hard for me, although I got used to it. But basically my back windows face the back entrance is a ramp so that the elderly people that live in my building can use that ramp, because not all of them can do stairs. And they were remodeling it, which a lot of people in my building hated, because poor things, they couldn't, it was hard for them to get out of the building because every other entrance has stairs. But yeah, it was a long project. It was like an 8-week project, and it was so loud here during the day. I go to work at 2 p.m. so from the minute I wake up to the time I leave for work, all I hear is like sawing and banging, and it just like, it was so loud to the point where like I couldn't hear myself think. And what sucked is that I would stay up late to film, and then sometimes they would start at 7 a.m. even though they're supposed to start at like 8:30, but they would come early and start at like 7. So I was sleeping like 5-6 hours a night, which wasn't great. And I started to like really feel it. I'm not complaining. I mean, you do what you have to do. I love making videos, so whatever. I could have easily just said I'm gonna take 2 months off and, you know, not filmed, but I love filming, so but yeah, that's something. But they're done now, and it actually looks really good. I can't even lie. What is the most absurd request you've received from a fan? Oh god, I read like the first word of that sentence. You know, like when they send me messages, I read like the first word or two, and I just don't even read it. Yeah, there's some weird people out there. I don't even want to say. Nothing like super bad that I can think of off the top of my head. I just know that people are weird. Do your family and friends know you make ASMR videos? Yes. They all know. Everybody in my life knows. The only people that don't know, to my knowledge, I keep saying this, are my coworkers. Either they know, or a select few of them know and have not told me that they know, or they just have no idea. It's just not something I bring up or talk about. I like to keep 2 jobs separate. But again, if they found out or came up to me and they were like, Sam, you make YouTube videos, I'd be like, yeah. You know, I feel like I've been there long enough where I'm cool with everybody, and it, like, I don't know. It maybe be a little bit embarrassing in the beginning, and then that'd be it. Like, I don't know. Have you ever been recognized in public? Yes. I think only like, I'm trying to like count, I think only like 5 times or 6 times over the last 8 years. But it's been happening a lot more recently, which is kind of weird, in like a good way. I mean, I like it, I don't mind. Somebody actually recognized my boyfriend the other day, because my boyfriend's obviously been in videos and he's on my Instagram, and so yeah, somebody bumped into my boyfriend and was like, "You're Soft ASMR's boyfriend." And he was like, "Yeah." So that was funny. So yeah. What is your favorite video that you've made? Didn't I answer that? I think I answered that. Have one of your videos had it? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, sorry. Yes, okay. Okay, got it. I'm going off of screenshots, so the order got a little weird. What inspires your video ideas? I have always said that I make videos that I love to watch myself from other artists. I also take videos that I watch on YouTube that are not ASMR related, so like regular vlog channels and lifestyle channels, whatever, and if I can, I will make it into an ASMR version, if that makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Where do you find yourself spending the most time online? Oh, like app-wise? YouTube's probably up there, just because not only do I consume other people's videos, but I create my own content, so YouTube is definitely up there. Lately, I'm on a TikTok kick right now. I stopped making them for a while, and I have just found my love of making TikToks again. If you want to follow me, my TikTok is down below. It is not ASMR related. if you don't mind. But yeah, probably YouTube and TikTok would probably be the top two. What advice would you give someone who wanted to make their own ASMR content? I feel like I've answered this a lot recently. I think it's because somebody asked it in my Q&A video. But you don't need anything fancy to make your first video or all of your videos. If you have a smartphone, you can do it. I personally love the audio that comes from smartphones. Even just like the Apple mic or like headphone mic. That's one of my favorite mics, honestly, it's to listen to even now in 2022. If you would like a Blue Yeti, this like regular size one runs for about 100-ish, depends on what you get, if you get the stand and the wire and whatever. And then you can just get, you don't even need a camera, you can get the adapter. It's like a USB lightning adapter and you can adapt it to your phone. Like basically what I'm saying is you don't need a fancy camera, you don't need all of the things. The beauty about ASMR is that it's mostly about the sound, usually. And most microphones will do a great job and just make videos that you enjoy. I've said it a couple times in this video, but just make what you enjoy. Because I think there's something to be said about the fact that I have made videos like twice a week for the past 7-8 years without stopping. For the most part, I've taken breaks here and there, but for the most part, I don't really stop. But I still enjoy it, and there's something to be said about that. I think it's because I make videos that I enjoy making. It's fun for me. So just make videos that you like, and make ASMR friends, because people are cool on this side of TikTok, usually. But those are all the questions. So thank you for tagging me in this tag. It was fun to revisit those questions. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Go check out our channel. She was tagged in my like Pinterest video in the description because she inspired that video as well. But I will tag her down below so that you can check her out, her channel again, if you haven't already. So that is about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in